Now let's meet our third team of challengers.
What is your name, please?
My name is Roy Green.
What is your name, please?
My name is Roy Green.
What is your name, please?
My name is Roy Green.
Very well, panel. You've had a look. Will you now direct your attention to your copies of another affidavit? I, Roy Green, was born and raised in London. In 1952, I decided to come to America and study to be a cowboy star. After my training, I returned to England, where I became one of the top names in the Western field. I performed on television and also made personal appearances on the stage and in department stores. 3 million cowboy guns have been sold under my name, as well as cowboy suits, spurs, harmonicas, lariats, comic books, and bubble gum. In England, I am known as Steve Larrabee, the Lone Star Rider. Signed, Roy Green. All right, panel, these three persons all claim to be Roy Green, British cowboy. Let's find out by starting with Hi Gardner. Hi.
Well, Roy, which one of... Oh, number one. Roy, what are you fellows in Britain doing these TV shows with Westerns used for Indians?
Scapegoats, mostly. In radio?
Scapegoats? Yeah, Indians. I mean, here we have Indians always losing. Who, number two, do you use instead of Indians in British TV?
Usually soldiers.
Soldiers.
Yes.
What nation?
English.
What nations? English
Oh,
soldiers?
very English.
Three, in what store, what large department store in London have you made personal appearances?
There's a store called Gamage's and Hamley's and Selfridge's.
Uh-huh.
Small.
At number three, where is Scotland Yard located?
Well, it isn't in Scotland, it's in London, actually.
Yeah, what important building?
Betty?
Number two, how do you spell Czechoslovakia? Number two, what is the name of your horse?
My horse is called Smokey.
Smokey. Number one, what's the name of your horse?
Smokey.
Number three, what's the name of your horse?
Smokey.
Oh, you've all talked to each other.
On top of all.
Number three, who was William S. Hart?
William S. Hart was an actor, I believe a British actor, who played cowboys, American cowboys.
And number two, on what part of your body do you wear a lariat?
You don't.
Number one, on what part of your body do you wear a lariat?
You don't.
Number three, on what part of your body do you wear a lariat?
I don't.
Leaving the parts of the body, we'll go to Jackie Cooper. Jackie?
Number two, who's the fastest drawer in Piccadilly?
Don't tell him.
Number one, do you know the fastest time, or rather the time of the very quick draw yesterday that Rod Red Wing made on a television show, one of the fastest draws from a holster ever made?
Not exactly, no.
Not exactly. You don't have a rough idea either, do you? No. What type of gun have you got in your holster now? Could you tell me?
Colt.
Colt?
Peacemaker.
What model is it?
Well, it's an army peacemaker.
Kitty?
Number one, all cowboys have a theme song. What's yours?
On top of Old Smoky.
Did you pick that yourself?
I did.
Number two, can you name two television networks outside of BBC?
Yes. In England, we have the Granada Circuit, there's Associated Rediffusion.
And who runs Granada?
Granada's Bernstein.
Number three, do you approve of bubble gum for children if they don't burst it all over their faces?
They don't bring it near me, I do, yes.
You do. Number one, is the toy department at Harrods on the ground floor?
No.
It isn't. Number two, where's the toy department at Harrods?
Third floor.
Number three, where is it?
I don't know.
Where'd you study to be a cowboy, number one?
In Phoenix.
That's it. Time once again to vote, panel. So will you please once more mark your ballots for the one you think is the right one, and in so doing you will select, of course, either number one, number two, or number 3? Hey, fast that time, Betty. For whom did you vote?
Well, this time I think I could figure it out logically, because the first time it was number 1 and the second time it was number 2, so this time I voted for number 3 again, but I haven't been right yet.
Okay. Jackie, what about your selection this time?
Well, I voted for number 2 because, first of all, number 1 is carrying an Army 45 revolver, which is not a peacemaker, and number 3 didn't know who Bill Hart was, so I voted for number 2.
Kitty, what about your vote?
I voted for number 2. Well, I thought he had more of a cowboy face. And I thought he had the best answers.
Face would look better on top of Old Smoky.
Yes.
Yes. Hi, Gardner.
I voted for number 3. I think he looks like a British cowboy.
All right, there we have it now. Our votes are in. How are you doing at home? All right, let's find out right now which one of these gentlemen is the real star British cowboy. So, will the real Roy Green please stand up?
Oh.
Worked out fine, didn't it?
Bill Hart was not an English actor.
Now, wait a minute. I have some
He was
information.
a Shakespearean actor,
I have
but he
some
was...
information for you. He was an Englishman, born in England, and he acted over there. That is true.
British actor.
British,
He was
I beg your
Canadian.
pardon.
William
British.
S. Hart was Canadian British actor.
I didn't know that. I knew he was a Shakespearean actor.
Well, there you are, you see. All right, now, number 1, would you tell us who you really are and what you do, please?
My name is Tim Bradbury, and I'm an automobile salesman with Roots Motors on Park Avenue, selling Hillman Mink and Sunbeam.
What about you, sir, number 2?
My name is Kenneth Young. I'm a sculptor and artist. My wife and I are over here touring the United States.
Well, that's it. We have certainly been consistent tonight, panel. Believe me. There we have it again. 2 incorrect votes at $250 each for a total of $500 in Geritol. Thanks a lot, gentlemen. Good night and good luck to you. And now a word from our alternate sponsor, Marlboro.